Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so for this video I am going to be unboxing and reviewing the 4K picture for my latest pickup that I got for The Invasion. Now this is an Arrow video release, and I have to tell you, I had absolutely no intention of putting a video together for this when I originally bought it. It's only when I checked it out a couple of nights ago. I had a great time with the movie. I thought the 4K transfer looked good, so I said screw it, I'm going to put a video together, share my thoughts on it. Not only that, but I actually do like the newly commissioned artwork you get on this one. You'll see it for yourselves when I take you around it. That will all be coming up very, very soon. Now, if you're not already aware of the movie, I can't imagine there's too many of you out there. It is, in fact, a remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I was always a fan of this one, right from the get-go, but I have to tell you, it doesn't come remotely close to my favourite adaptation, which is the Donald Sutherland one. I don't think the movie has the horror atmosphere or dread that that one has. But take nothing away from it, it does its own thing. It's not a page-for-page remake. Like I said, there is some very different things going on here. Like, for instance, how it all spreads. If you've seen the Donald Sutherland one, you'll know that, you have to fall asleep. There has to be a pod beside you, and that's how it gets you. But in this one, it's almost like it's a virus. Once you get it and you fall asleep, that's it, you are gone. And to see Nicole Kidman in this movie and her doing her best to stay awake, you can't help but feel tired when you see her in it. I think she's fantastic in the movie. Daniel Craig also stars in it. I think he puts in a solid performance. And you've also got Jeffrey Wright, probably hands down one of the most underrated actors today. And it's great to see him in this movie. I thought he was quite fantastic. But the one thing the movie does, and you can't help but think about it, because when it all kicks off and all of a sudden the population has been overtaken, and they do it quite a bit in this, they show news broadcast and all of a sudden you notice that wars have come to an end. And then there's a bit right at the end of it where you see Jeffrey Wright and everything goes back to normal. They do play it a bit safe in this one, I'm not going to lie. But when everything does come back to normal, he says this one line and I think, wow, it's somewhat powerful. He says, for better or worse, we're human again. And the reason why he said that is because once everything went back to normal, all of a sudden the wars all started again. It does say something about the human population, and it does get you thinking quite a bit. And if you haven't checked out The Invasion, I highly recommend looking into it. If you're a big fan of the Donald Sutherland one, it's never going to hit the heights of that one. Trust me, it's never going to happen. Nothing ever possibly could. The ending in particular for that movie is, oh my god, it just puts shivers down my spine. But if you can put all of that aside and give this one a go, I think you'll be massively impressed by what you see. Now, when it comes to special features on this one, it is by no means jam-packed. It's a bit deceiving when you do see the features on the back of the box, but trust me, there's not much going on there. There is a couple of featurettes, there is an audio commentary. The only problem with the featurettes is the longest one is around 23 minutes long. The rest of them are probably around 3 or 4 minutes. So don't be deceived when you see the features on the back of it. It's not as much as it appears. Right, so I'm going to take us around this release. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to come back and quickly talk about its 4K transfer. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so here we go, The Invasion. So like I said at the start of this video, I am digging on the newly commissioned artwork on this one. It is basically representing Nicole Kidman on the run. She's been chased by all those people behind her. You got the buildings in the background there as well. And of course you got the title of the movie. Now there's no spot glossing to it, which is a bit of a shame because it would have stood out a little bit more. You've got the names of Nicole Kidman above it and Daniel Craig, and the rating down below is unfortunately not a sticker, so it can't be removed. But I have to tell you, I do love the colour scheme to this one. It actually represents the 4K transfer quite well. So that is the main artwork. I'll take us then to the spine of it. And if I remember correctly, the opposite side should be the exact same, which it is. So then I'll take us on to the back of it, and as you can see up top, you've got the synopsis of the movie. You've got your special features there in the middle. You got your credits down below, and then of course all your technical information. Now this is a 4K only release. You don't get the Blu-ray with it. So I'm going to remove the Amaray. And as you can see, it is the original poster artwork for the movie itself. You've got Nicole Kidman and Daniel Craig. And as you can see, it's a very, very different colour scheme to the slipcover itself. So not much else to be said. So I'll take you onto the spine of this one, and as you can see, it looks very different as well. And right around to the back, and it's more of what more the same of what we've seen on the actual slipcover. So I will open it up, and you've got a couple of goodies in here which I'll show you now in a second. But that is your 4K disc, and as you can see, it's the same artwork on it as you see on the slipcover. Now there is reversible artwork on this one. I'm not going to take it out because it's the exact same as the slipcover itself. So put that to a side. Let's bring in a few goodies that you get. So this was an upcoming title, which is Critters. I still haven't picked that up. I really need to do so. Then you also get, this is a small booklet. And I presume it's the same with most of Arrow's booklets, where they give a bit of details on the back of it when it comes to the restoration, about the presentation, all of that. So, and then of course you get a small write-up of the actual movie itself, cast and crew and all that kind of stuff. So that's the book, and then you also get, I presume, is a double-sided poster with the newly commissioned artwork that we've seen already on the slipcover. I can't get it into frame, but I'll give you an idea of what it's like. There you have it. And then when you turn it around, of course, you get the original poster artwork on this one. Now, unfortunately, the paper is very, very flimsy on this one. Arrow Video can be hit and miss when it comes to what paper they use on their posters. I wish they would be a little bit more consistent. So there you go. That is just a quick look at the double-sided poster. And that is everything that you get when it comes to this release of The Invasion. Right, so on to the 4K transfer. So like I said at the start of this video, it's a very good looking transfer. Now, it is a 2K upscale. Please do not let that put you off, because what you are getting here is a marked improvement over the previous Blu-ray in every single aspect. Now, the grain structure on this one looks very, very healthy. It does fluctuate at times, but for the most part, it is beautifully consistent. There is quite a bit of fine detail to marvel at across the board on this one. It is on the usual suspects, whether it's facial details, clothing and textures, interiors, exteriors of buildings, all get a marked improvement over that previous Blu-ray, and it is very, very noticeable. But the one thing that I love about this 4K transfer is the colour palette to the movie. At times it has this yellowish tint to it, but then it cools down and then all of a sudden you're getting this bluish tint. And it lends very well to the movie itself, beautifully realised on this 4K disc. The black levels are beautifully deep as well, insanely deep. They do add an element of depth to that image, and you need the black levels to be good on this one because it can be quite dark at times. And then when you throw in that increased shadow detail as well, it makes the world of a difference. It really does. All in all, it's a fantastic 4K transfer. The only issue I had with it was actually near the start of it, where something unnatural was going on. It's almost like the brightness levels were a bit too bright, making the image look a little bit hazy. But it was only on 1 or 2 scenes, and it was never to be seen again. So, yes, I highly recommend picking this one up on 4K. Is it the best 4K transfer you're ever likely to see? Absolutely not. But like I said, it is a serious improvement over the previous Blu-ray, and I think fans of the movie is going to be impressed by what they see here. Now, it also comes with a DTS 5.1 audio. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's the most active mix you're ever likely to hear. Far from it, as a matter of fact. All of that is left for the last third of the movie, but even at that, I didn't find the separation to be all that impressive. But it is quite active, and I think you will be impressed by it. But for the most part, I found the movie to be dialogue driven, and the dialogue sounds very clean. The one thing that I did rather enjoy with the DTS 5.1 audio is the score from John Ottman. There's a great sense of presence to it. It actually engulfs you at times. So yes, I was quite impressed with that. But all in all, it is what it is. It can't be helped. It's the movie itself. And I don't think you're going to have many complaints when it comes to its DTS 5.1 audio. So there you have it, folks. That is my review of The Invasion. And like I said at the start of this video, I had a blast revisiting this movie. And if you are a fan of it, I definitely recommend looking into this Arrow video release of it. I think you'll be impressed with it. So there you have it, folks. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could do, leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on this movie. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.